I think us ladies who are going through perimenopause are all aware, well aware, of the irritation that we have with other people. The triggers. We have to get to the bottom of it, but we're already pissed off. And so even asking the question as to why I'm irritated when I'm irritated is going to make you more irritated. But we have to do it. We have to somehow find the space and create the space in order to ask this question so that we can get and dig down underneath to resolve what's underneath, so we don't have to manage our behaviors all the time and just, be like the biggest bitch in the room. We do have to do some work here, and we do have to acknowledge where this irritation may actually be more about the ways in which we've betrayed and abandoned ourselves throughout the years, over and over and over again. And yes, it's bullshit. The people who love us shouldn't be taking that much from us, relying on us that much. However, we played our part. We were complicit in this crime, if you will. So the moment that we can acknowledge our level of participation in the thing that pisses us off the most, that's exactly the spot where we start to be able to take back our power. The normal progression to take a look at our lives and say, I have been overperforming and overfunctioning in these areas, and these assholes around me have allowed me to do that because how nice for them. That game is over, but we can't flip the switch on them. We do have to do some kind of training. We do have to do some kind of notifying. We do have to, do some of these things. Otherwise, it's going to be an utter disaster. We need to set them, meaning the people in our life, up for success by giving them a little bit of warning. This is what's going on now. This is how it needs to go into the future. And we're going to have a little bit of a transition period here, but my patience is completely gone. So I'm going to hand the patience stuff over to you. I can't take it. And we're going to make this shift and change. And things are going to be more balanced because, we're just not doing it the old way any longer. But then we still have to deal with all of the years of irritation that has built up. So all of this emotional baggage. Every time you just picked up the broom and swept, every time somebody else called out that something else wasn't done, and you were in such a hurry and too many things on the plate, you didn't have time to explain, so you just picked up the stuff and handled it yourself. On repeat, how many times a day for how many years, that stuff builds up in our system. That's the stuff that we've never fully processed and released. So the moment that person who is irritating us, now that we're in perimenopause, comes back and does some of that again, it's not just that one moment, right? Like you yourself, you can even think back to so many of the times that this bullshit continues to happen, right? But now you're at your wit's end. Now you're at your point break, and it's not gonna fly any longer. But that irritation live wire is gonna get tapped every time somebody does something that you previously suppressed in your system. And boom, you're gonna be so irritated. What's the solution? We gotta go back and release some of that stuff. Your cup is way too full otherwise.